Hello, I'm Charlotte from Nottingham City Libraries and I'm here to read to you some of Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. And this is part of the library's offer for StoryParks this year. And you can find loads more stories and activities and crafts and things to keep you busy over the summer on the Nottingham StoryParks website. But it's thanks to Roald Dahl and Puffin that we're able to read this to you today. So I'm going to begin. Chapter 1 is called The Three Farmers. Down in the valley there were 3 farms. The owners of these farms had done well. They were rich men, but they were also nasty men. All 3 of them were about as nasty and as mean as any man you could meet. Their names were Farmer Boggis, Farmer Bunce, and Farmer Bean. There they are. Boggis was a chicken farmer. He kept thousands of chickens. He was enormously fat. This was because he ate 3 boiled chickens smothered with dumplings every day for breakfast, lunch and supper. Bunce was a duck and goose farmer. He kept thousands of ducks and geese. He was a kind of pot-bellied dwarf. He was so short his chin would have been underwater in any swimming pool in the world. His food was donuts and goose livers. He mashed the livers into a disgusting paste and then stuffed the paste into the donuts. This diet gave him a tummy ache and a beastly temper. I'm not surprised. And there those 2 are. Bean was a turkey and apple farmer. He kept thousands of turkeys in an orchard full of apple trees. He never ate any food at all. Instead, he drank gallons of strong cider, which he made from the apples in his orchard. He was as thin as a pencil and the cleverest of them all. Boggis and Bunce and Bean, one fat, one short, one lean. These horrible crooks, so different in looks, were none the less equally mean. That's what the children round about used to sing when they saw them. Chapter 2 is called Mr. Fox. On a hill above the valley there was a wood, and in the wood there was a huge tree. Under the tree there was a hole, and in the hole lived Mr. Fox and Mrs. Fox and their 4 small foxes. Every evening as soon as it got dark, Mr. Fox would say to Mrs. Fox, "Well, my darling, what shall it be this time? A plump chicken from Boggis, a duck or a goose from Bunce, or a nice turkey from Bean?" And when Mrs. Fox had told him what she wanted, Mr. Fox would creep down into the valley in the darkness of the night and help himself. Boggis and Bunce and Bean knew very well what was going on, and it made them wild with rage. These were not men who liked to give anything away. Less still did they like anything to be stolen from them. So every night each of them would take his shotgun and hide in a dark place somewhere on his own farm, hoping to catch the robber. But Mr. Fox was too clever for them. He always approached a farm with the wind blowing in his face, and if that meant that if any man was lurking in the shadows ahead, the wind would carry the smell of that man to Mr. Fox's nose from far away. Thus, if Mr. Boggis was hiding behind his chicken house number 1, Mr. Fox would smell him out from 50 yards and quickly change direction, heading for chicken house number 4 at the other end of the farm. "Dang and blast that lousy beast!" cried Boggis. "I'd like to rip his guts out," said Bunce. "He must be killed," cried Bean. "But how?" said Boggis. "How on earth can we catch the blighter?" Bean picked his nose delicately with a long finger. "I have a plan," he said. "You've never had a decent plan yet," said Bunce. "Shut up and listen," said Bean. "Tomorrow night we will all hide just outside the hole where the fox lives. We will wait there till he comes out, and then bang, 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 bang." "Very clever," said Bunce. "But first we shall have to find the hole." "My dear Bunce, I've already found it," said the crafty Bean. "It's up in the wood on the hill. It's under a huge tree." That was the first 2 chapters from Fantastic Mr. Fox. I hope you enjoyed that. There's also lots of more stories, crafts and activities on the Nottingham City Library's YouTube page and on our website where we've got a Summer of Fun page too. Hope you and your families enjoy the summer. Bye!